Hi everyone, my name is Ho Wan Ling with matrix number AA21010 and I will present about the example for the discounted payback periods. Let's move on to the first example. As you can see here, the project cost is $7,500 and the project returns a positive discounted cash flow in its first year and see its yearly discounted cash flow grows to $3,000 in later years. To solve this, first, we must subtract the discounted cash flow from the initial cost figure in order to obtain the discounted payback periods. Then, subtract them from the initial cost figure until we arrive at 0. In this case, the project payback period is 4 years. Since the project life is calculated at 5 years, we can infer that the project returns a positive net present value. Next, move to the second example using present value. Given initial investment cost is 100 ringgit and interest is 10%, the free cash flow as follows. To solve this question, first we must calculating net present value by this formula, which is free cash flow times 1/1 plus interest rate, power of year of cash flow being adjusted. Since the discount interest rate is 10%, the present value factor for the first year cash flow is 1/1 plus 10% power of 1, and so on for each additional years in the table. Then continue to fill up for each year until the cumulative discounted cash flow reach a positive number. Next, we must computing the discounted payback period by sum the last period with a negative discounted total cash flow with discounted cash flow during the periods. In conclusion, our payback will happen in year 4, which is 100 ringgit and 8 cents. For the last example, which is capital budgeting, this question asks to determine the discounted payback periods for capital budgeting and whether the project will have a discounted payback periods of 4 years or less. To solve this, first we can calculating present value factor. After that, we can obtain discounted cash flow by substitute net cash flow with present value factor. Lastly, computing the cumulative discounted cash flow. Since the cumulative discounted cash flow for the years 5 is positive, we know that the discounted payback period equal to 4 plus 800 and 8,590 over 1,614,340 equals to 4.5 years, which is more than 4 years. Hence, the project does not meet both criteria of a discounted payback period of 4 years or less. That's all from me. Thank you.
Created using Powtoon.